Welcome to All Gems No Crumbs. I'm Ikenisha, the AI business queen, and I help entrepreneurs turn strategy into systems, systems into sales, and effort into revenue. Inside this podcast, I'm breaking down the frameworks, automations, and decision-making strategies I actually use to grow my business, sell consistently, and build leverage without hustling or overcomplicating anything. If you're ready to build with intention and execute at a higher level, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Okay, so I am going to say something that might make you a little bit uncomfortable, but I gotta say it. So, you can be consistent and still not taken seriously. And when I'm saying consistent, I'm talking about on social media. You can post every day, you can show up on every platform, you can stay active, and you can still not be seen as an authority in whatever it is that you sell, whatever your niche is. And if that's happening, your problem is not consistency. The problem is how your content is positioned. A lot of people believe authority is built through visibility. And they think, if I just keep showing up, people will eventually recognize me. Hi, my name is Ikenisha. That is me. I have thought that. I literally just got out of that mindset for the third time not too long ago. And that sounds good when you think, people will eventually recognize me. It sounds it feels productive, but it's really not how authority works. Because visibility without clarity and being clear of what you are, of who you are and what you sell, it just makes you more confusing. So I've told you all this before. I used to do a ton of audits, especially back in 2020, 2021. I probably did a good 1,000 audits minimum throughout that year. And I was doing them on Instagram pages as well as websites. And when I look at someone's content, I can tell within seconds if they're positioned as an authority in their niche. And not because of how often they post. That has nothing to do with it. But because of how they present. And this is what usually gives it away. Is normally these couple things. So first one, right off the bat, is their branding is all over the place. The colors are changing, fonts are different, energy is changing. One post looks super good, real polished. They probably use a photographer. The next one looks rushed. Then the one after that, it looks like it came from a completely different brand. Then you have a quote here that has nothing to do with what they sell. Then you have a picture of their kids. Like, it's too much, and it doesn't signal creativity. It signals instability. And instability does not build trust because your page looks like it was just thrown together, or your website looks thrown together. So that also ties into the second thing, which is their messaging is unclear. I can't tell what you do. I can't tell who you help. I can't tell why it matters to the person that you're selling to. So even if your content is quote unquote good, it still will not land because it's not clear what would make someone stay on the site or on the page. Your effort really doesn't matter to anyone, really. It doesn't matter. What matters is if it's clear that you can solve whatever problem that your customer has. And again, I say this all the time. It does not matter it does not matter what you sell. You are solving a problem. Sorry. So yeah, had to take a sip of water. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it doesn't matter what you sell. You're always solving some sort of problem. Even if you're selling food, people are hungry. That's obviously the problem, right? So the other one I want to say, this is something that I actually had a discussion about during my last live workshop. Well, it wasn't my last one, the one before last. And it's you're posting because you feel like you have to. Like, okay, oh my God, I got to post today. I haven't posted today. And you post. And this is the biggest one because you can feel it. Like the content has no weight, no intention, no job. You just posted something for the sake of posting something. And it's just there. So when that content doesn't have a job, it doesn't produce results because you don't even know what that content was supposed to do. So this is where you should be pausing right now because the issue is not that you're not working hard enough. Everyone always equates hard work to success. And if that was the case, then everybody out here would be successful. We would all be rich. We would all be happy. We would all be skinny. We would all be going on vacations. You know what I'm saying? Hard work does not mean you're going to be successful. Hate to break it to you. You got people breaking their backs, working like 15-hour days. Doesn't mean they're successful, right? So you're creating, but you're not positioning. And there's a difference. So this is the part that I want to talk about fixing it. So people either lean into this or they avoid it completely, because fixing this is going to require a huge level of honesty, not effort, but a lot more honesty. And that's something that a lot of people, whenever I would do audits, they weren't really honest with themselves. And it takes someone like me who was outside of your business and doesn't sugarcoat shit to let you know this is not working. So we're going to talk about fixing it. So number one, I actually did this for myself because I had so many ideas and things I wanted to do. When I redid my business and came back, and I'm still I'm coming back to Instagram, no doubt, but I keep changing up what I'm doing, and I've had to have a huge come to Jesus moment with myself. So don't think that because I know what I'm doing that I can't relate to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I do this stuff all the time. I audit myself all the time. So, number one, you need to decide what you're going to be known for and stop playing with it. Not 5 things, not 6 things, not 28 things, not even 4 things. One thing right now, just for the time being, because you cannot be an authority in everything at the same time. And this is where a lot of people tend to dilute themselves, myself included, because when I came back to Instagram, I was super excited. When I came back and rebranded my website, I wanted everybody to see everything I had created, all of my different workshops that I had created, and everything. And so I was talking about multiple things. You can't talk about multiple things and show up in multiple ways and then test different angles every week and wonder why nothing sticks. And that's what happened to me. Authority is built through repetition of a clear message. You have to be repetitive. You have to continue talking about that same offer, that same product over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? So if you go to you can't really, let's see, what could you go to? For example, in my Facebook group, a lot of my Pinterest, and when I come back to Instagram consistently, probably in the next month or so, my focus for 2 to 3 weeks will always be one offer and maybe an offer right above it. That's it for 2 to 3 weeks. And then after those 2 to 3 weeks are over, I'll go into another one or two, one that relates to that one. You get what I'm saying? So if you have an actual product, focus on that one part of the product. Or let's say you sell, I can't think of anything right now, but you have multiple products. Focus on one product or one collection for 2 weeks. When I had my boutique, if I had a new collection coming out, I would only focus on that. Or I would focus on my top seller for 2 weeks. And then I would move on. But I would still mention the other one, of course. It doesn't mean not mentioning it at all. You know what I'm saying? So the question is that you need to ask yourself, when someone comes across your content, what should they immediately associate you with? For me, I want that to be AI. People around here where I live, they know me as the AI business queen, the ChatGPT girl. That's fine. That's what I want to be known for. I can help you integrate AI into your business flawlessly, whether it's marketing, brand awareness, helping you create content, helping you save time and work smarter, not harder. That's what I want to be known for. And that's what I want people to think about when they come to my content. Now, if you don't know that answer quickly, as soon as I asked you that, your audience for sure does not know either. So you need to figure that out. So after you figure out what you want to be an authority in and what you're going to focus on for these next 2 to 3 weeks, I want you to audit what you're already doing. So this is going to get very real and you got to get honest. It's going to be raw, okay? So I want you to look at your last 10 posts. Not emotionally, not from a place of, oh my God, I worked so hard on this. This looks so great. No. I want you to think about this and look at this from a place of, what is this post teaching people about me? Are your posts reinforcing the same message? Do they feel disconnected? Because if your last 10 posts don't align, you're not building authority. You are, again, creating confusion. So you need to look through those. Be real with yourself. Step 3, you're going to give every single post a job. So before you post anything, you need to know, what is this post doing for my brand? Is it building trust? Is it teaching something? Is it reinforcing your positioning? Is it creating a shift in how your audience thinks? Or is it showing them behind the scenes of how you think and how you operate with your business? Something. If the answer is I don't know, that post does not need to go up. I don't care how cute it was. I don't care how great you designed it in Canva. It doesn't need to go up. It should have a job. Authority content is intentional, not reactive. Now, of course, we're going to bring in ChatGPT now. Y'all know this is my thing. But this is where people, again, of course, mess up. They would go right into ChatGPT and they would be like, write me a post about so-and-so. And whatever comes back with it, they use it. That's not strategy. That's not how you use ChatGPT correctly. That's just outsourcing your thinking. You don't need ChatGPT to create content for you. You need it to help you see your content clearly. That's a quote. That's going on my Pinterest. By the way, if you're not following me on Pinterest, get up there. Thanks. All right. So let's do some prompts real quick. So the first thing I want y'all to do, of course, is going to be an audit. We're going to do an authority audit. That's where we're going to start. We're going to start here. So I want you to open up ChatGPT. I want you to paste 3 to 5 of your recent posts. So that means you can take a screenshot of the post and the caption. If it's a carousel, you would obviously screenshot all of the slides and the caption. So if it's a lot of slides, obviously you won't be able to do more than 7. I think it's 7 photos we can attach at one time. So you can do it based off of each post. So do one post at a time. Do it that way. And then you're going to, after you after you connect or attach those photos and the caption in quotes, you're then going to say, based on this content, what do I appear to be known for? Be honest and specific. If my messaging is unclear or inconsistent, tell me exactly where. Then you're going to read the answer carefully. See what ChatGPT says, because this is where most people are going to have their first realization. Normally what you think you're communicating and what your content is actually saying are usually not the same thing. And ChatGPT is going to obviously call that out. Okay? So once you see the gap, now you're going to fix it. So after you see all of that, you're going to then ask it or tell it, I want to be known for blank, whatever it is you decided you want to be known for that we talked about. Based on the content I shared, what needs to change in my messaging, tone, and topics so that my authority is clear? Send, wait for your answer. Now you're not guessing, you're correcting your problem clearly. You're giving clarity. So now you're going to refine your actual content. So then after you've done all of that, we're going to move on to giving your content jobs. So now you're going to say, give me 5 content ideas that reinforce this positioning, whatever your focus is. Each idea should have a clear job, such as building trust, teaching, or shifting perspective. Now, every idea you're going to get is intentional, not random. Okay? So, do you see the shift in what I'm saying? Use those 3 prompts to start changing up how you show up on social media, how you position your product or your offers. You're not going to be using ChatGPT to create more. You're going to be using it to create alignment. And once your content is aligned, everything is going to start working differently. Authority is not about volume. So whenever someone is constantly saying, or you're hearing someone say, you need to post consistently, you need to post every day. Posting every day is not consistency. I cannot stress this enough. I've been saying this since like 2018. Consistency is not the same as posting every day. Posting every day is a type of frequency, how frequently you are doing it. Consistency means you create a plan and you stick to that plan. So if I say I'm going to post 4 times a week Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 p.m., that is consistency. Do you see the difference? When your content is clear, people recognize you faster. When your content is clear, the algorithm knows what topics to put you under, and it knows who to push your content out to. People will then begin to recognize you faster, trust you quicker, refer you easier. But when your content is scattered and you are scattered, you can be consistent for months, but you're still going to feel invisible because the algorithm has no clue who the F you are. So if you've been showing up but not seeing the level of respect, trust, results, or whatever it is that you expect, don't do more. Get clear, get clarity. Because once your content starts reinforcing who you actually are, it stops being something you have to keep up with and starts becoming something that builds your reputation for you. So I want you to go to the link that is in the description box, show notes, wherever you're listening to this. And I want you to grab my premium positioning method. Grab that. Super affordable class, workshop, intensive, whatever you want to call it. I'm telling you, it will change your entire business. It is literally what I have done. Okay? So after you do that, of course, I want you to please do what I said earlier. Go pull your last 3 to 5 to 10 posts. It's up to you. Run those prompts. Be honest about what your content is really saying about you. Because in all of that, that's where your shift is going to happen. Not in posting more, but in finally seeing what needs to change. And whenever you're ready to operate at a higher level with your content, your messaging, and how you show up as an authority, grab my premium positioning method, and you can even take it a step further and grab my authority content collection. Okay? All right, y'all. So catch me next week with another gem of advice, because you know I'm not going to leave no crumbs.